Hello, in this video I have 9 more myths to bust for you instead of Arena Breakout. If you guys are new, this is a series that I've been doing. I've busted quite a few myths so far in this game, so if you guys do want to go see any of those, every single one will be in a card or in the pinned comment, so you guys can go check out those. Without further ado, the first myth that I have for you is, can gas grenades kill you? This one, I honestly wasn't too sure of. I was pretty confident that this was going to be busted, but basically a lot of these actually are from someone in the comment section of one of the previous videos, so I appreciate everyone who did help me out get one of these myths. If you did leave one of these, let me know it was you. But can gas grenades kill you? This is busted. They can't kill you, but they can get your chest health all the way down to 1. If you have armor that is pretty weak and you get shot in the chest, chances are one bullet may actually take you out, but you can't just die straight up from gas grenades. Myth 2, can you shoot a grenade out of someone's hand? I didn't test this literally with someone's hand, but I put a grenade on the ground because it is the literal same exact physics in the game, and this also is busted. You can't shoot a grenade out of somebody's hand. This is kind of just like the previous video where I tried shooting open a water bottle or shooting open a can. Whenever something is idle, sitting static, you can't actually shoot it, which is kind of annoying, but there is an upcoming update where you will be able to shoot birds out of the sky and actually loot them as well, so that's something to look forward to at least. Can you ricochet bullets like you can in Tarkov? This surprisingly is not in the game, but this is something that I wanted to put in the video because I want this to be in the game if it's possible and if the game mechanics would allow it. Tarkov has bullet ricocheting, and there is a very slight chance where you could get a really cool kill. I've seen clips of it in Tarkov where the bullet will bounce off of a piece of metal and it will bounce into a person's head. Very luck-based shot probably, but it would be cool to have in Arena Breakout, but this sadly is not the case as of right now. Myth 4, do grenades blow smoke out of the way? This one is busted, and I'm actually kind of disappointed because this would be a very good way to counter smokes, especially with thermal abusers in this game. If you threw down like a nade or something, just a regular M67, or even if you shoot through it, you also can't shoot through it at all. I was wondering that too. That didn't work. Both of those are busted, but if you did throw a nade down, that would be pretty sick because, like I just said, a lot of people like to abuse smokes with the thermals, so a regular player needs at least some kind of counter, and this would be a very good way to do it. Can you run faster with a pistol than a knife? Another reason this is really in the video is because some people asked me in some of my previous videos, busting myths, if this was a thing and if this was possible. It is very close, but you do run a little bit faster with the knife in your hand. Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually haven't tested grenades, but maybe that can be in the next video. Myth number 6, this is one of the most important ones in the entire video. Is it true that ace ranks have never talked to females? This one comes from Young Salt over on YouTube. Huge shout out to you, Young Salt. This one is actually confirmed. It is true. Ace ranks have never talked to females, and legends have never even seen a female. Myth 7, does laying down improve your hip fire recoil, not standard recoil, hip fire recoil? I threw in the last video that it would improve regular recoil. People told me no, it would improve the hip fire recoil, so here I am testing it right now. This, however, is busted. You guys were wrong. Hip fire recoil is also the exact same, whether you are prone or not. So, proning in the game doesn't do anything except take your hitbox and make it smaller. Myth number 8, does a gun smoke more the longer you shoot it? If you guys don't know, because if you play on smooth graphics, you actually can't see this. I play on smooth graphics the majority of the time, but if you turn it on anything else, you will see the gun smokes anytime that you do shoot it. I'm always wondering, if you shoot it for a long amount of time, will it smoke for a longer amount of time? This, however, does not work. This is busted. Pretty disappointing as well for this one because I figured this would actually not have any use case whatsoever but to visually look cool and visually also replicate real life. It doesn't have to be a 1000% one-to-one real life replica when it comes to this game, but you can't lie, having a gun smoke for a long amount of time after spraying down 50 straight bullets would be pretty cool. Does the loot pool increase with gear value? This is something that I'm kind of asking for your guys' opinion and your guys' confirmation or denial. I'm really confused on this one because it seems like it does, but it also doesn't. Specifically for the TV raid map, you actually will find the same amount of red items, if not more. This is just my personal experience. You guys can let me have it in the comments, but from my personal experience, I found way more reds on TV raid than regular TV. So I'm not sure if the loot pool actually decreases. Obviously the gear value that you take in might bring in other people with lower gear value, but I think the safe loot on the map stays the same regardless of what you bring in. The only thing that might change is the lockdown versus the regular, but I think the raid mode versus the regular mode have relatively same loot pools. But you guys, again, please let me know in the comments. This is one that I'm asking for you guys. The last myth for this video: can you grab an item from the other side of a window? This one's half confirmed and also half busted, I think, because there are safe rooms in this game where there will be an item that is sitting and it looks like it's close enough for you to grab, but if you try and grab it, you can't. However, in this test right here that you guys see, I broke a window on farm, put an item down right on the window led, went outside, tried to grab that item, and it let me with no problem. So seems like it's really just with the safe windows that this only applies to, so it might just be specific locations on the map, but for everywhere else, if there's an item on the other side of the window and you want to try and grab it a quick way, if it's in the perfect spot, because 99.9% of the time a Torian isn't going to be sitting exactly like it is on this window ledge here, but it is, you can grab it. With that though, I'm going to head out. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. Please give me more myths for the next video. I'm running really dry. Trying to bust these out quicker, but it takes a little bit of time to actually think of myths, good myths that aren't waste of time, and then record them, test them out, and then do all the other good stuff. But I am going to try and get these done more frequently. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next video. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Both those things do help me out a ton. I know it's intense. Have a good rest of the day. Peace.